Alright, hey everyone, Waterbot here, and welcome to Yaga. I'm gonna reset progress on this because I shouldn't have that. Okay, here we go. I'm confused about this specific menu. There's no new game button, it says continue, but this is my new... I don't know, we'll see how this goes. Anyway, so, welcome to Yaga. Yaga is a randomly generated action-adventure game. Closest I could kind of compare it to is, like, sort of how Binding of Isaac handles it, but with, like, a story. You don't... It's not a roguelike. Like, you don't go back to the beginning, except for it resets the zone's progress. But the big thing for this, for me, is every time you kill an enemy or, like, do a thing, you might get some resources. And you use those resources to make weapons, and those weapons have different effects. So you might have bounce between enemies, or hit an enemy 3 times, or chain lightning, or a bunch of other things. You can combine those effects to make really interesting weapons as like you go through the game. I got to play it a little bit at PAX East back in the spring, and absolutely loved it. This was one of those games that, like, I had no idea it even existed. I had no idea it was coming, and then when it did come, well, when I just, like, effectively my Versus Evil press contact guy was just like, hey, by the way, you want to check this game out? And I'm like, sure, why not? And just, like, sat down and played it for, like, nearly an hour. This is by and far one of those games that stood out to me, and still remains one of my favorite games from that convention. So I guess let's just get started.
Well met, my dears.
Well met indeed.
What brings you here?
Your counsel I need. Yaga the Bony, Yaga the Great. You want to manipulate
The Tsar's fate. Upon his throne, I will bestow a fate of sorrow, bad luck, and woe. The rightful Tsar had failed my test. He was unkind, just like the rest. He said to me, "Leave, ugly hag," when all I did was ask for bread. And as his guards drove me away, I laid my curse, and he heard me say, "Oh, I shall leave, but hear this from me. How you treat others, treated you'll be. The one who is cursed with dreadful luck will be around when your throne turns to muck. But if you kill him by your own command, all of your tsardom will turn into sand." So ever since then, he searched every day to find the unlucky one and send him away. And now, he's found him. A man with no charm. Ivan the blacksmith, who's missing an arm.
Yaga, our friend. We lend you our skill.
Ivan we shall use.
To fulfill your will.
Blacksmith?
Yes, my lord. Oh, interesting. Huh? Do we want to just be maximum dumbass? Oh. Maximum dumbass. Huh?
You work in the village, and people say you are followed by bad luck. Broken swords, bent nails, splintered helmets, crumbled wheels. Everything you create shatters to dust, and you bring misfortune upon us all.
Let me explain. I apparently can't dumb this one.
One day I was at home and she said to me,
Oh, that was weird.
Oh, Ivan, my needles broke again. Would you make your poor old grandma some new ones?
"Sure, Bubba. I'll make you a couple so strong you'll be able to weave chains with them. I just need to find some enchanted iron."
Be careful, Ivan.
Do not worry. If there's misfortune in the world, I haven't met it yet.
Oh, and if you're out there, see if you can find yourself a wife.
Oh, this is before I lost my arm. Alright. Let's see. So if it's not immediately obvious, this is based off of
Later
Slavic
that day,
myth.
I was going through a beautiful forest. Little did I know what would follow.
So based on Slavic myth, I'm not entirely sure which country. I want to say it's like Czech or Polish, or I'm not entirely sure, and I shouldn't really comment on that too much. It's also absolutely gorgeous. I love this hand-painted style. It reminds me of
My
the...
way was blocked. I had to smash through using my hammer.
Let's see, Baba Yaga is Polish. I mean, I want to say Czechoslovakia is very close. God, I'm terrible at these things.
I had to go
This is gonna
through
hurt.
some
Oh.
thorny spikes. I quickly rolled through them to avoid hurting myself. Wild animals were upon me. I got ready for the fight.
Okay, so neat. I love the music for this game.
Tired from the fight, I approached a clearing. Bad fate was waiting for me there.
Okay, so we get an eyeball, a body part. Let's see. Yeah, the music is really good. I sat there listening to the music for a while, and I will do so with this one too. There's a reason why I turned the music up a little bit, but I think I want to turn it down just a smidge. Because when we get into actual battle, it can get a bit punchy.
Dear traveler, with that sweet face, what brings you here to Licco's place?
I left my grandma at the door to go and find some magic ore.
You seek magic. Are you stuck? How do you feel about your luck?
Bad luck doesn't exist.
Bad luck? I think that's just in tales. Hard work and patience never fails.
A non-believer then. I see. Looks like the fate is kind with me. Come now with me before you're thinner. You're just in time to be my dinner.
It's lunchtime.
I have to eat now. Bad luck is real. This is my name. And you're my meal.
Lady, ever heard of... Ow. Ever heard of vegetables? Or livestock? I'm pretty sure this is an unwinnable fight. Oh. Yep. Well.
I had grown tired from the fight. I swung my hammer with my might, and when I nearly hit her head, she laughed at me, and it broke instead. So I just ran. I ran away. I had no time to stop and pray, and in my path fixed in a tree, a golden axe was there for me. But as I grabbed and said, "What luck?" I realized my hand was stuck. And then she raised her deadly knife and tried to rob me of my life. But as she swung with evil charm, I moved aside and she chopped my arm. She grabbed it and she said, "How sweet!" And so I got up on my feet. I started running, dripping blood. Well, not a drip, it was a flood. But right behind I heard a crash, and then I fell down with a splash. As I blacked out, I heard a shout, "This one is mine now, you get out!"
I love the rhyming. It's really good.
Next thing I know, I was awake, back in the village with great ache.
That is a sad tale indeed, but it just proves you have bad luck. For this, I should banish you, send you away, and forbid you to return. But I am not unkind. Instead, I will give you a chance to bring me something precious and clear your name. Go far away, wherever you may, and bring me back strength beyond measure. But return without it, and my guards will just drive you away.
Boast?
My own strength is beyond measure. I'll bring you the same, this I swear.
Very well. Bring that to me, and you will be rewarded. But return without, and you will be forever banished. Go now. Return only when you can give me strength beyond measure.
So sadly, I'm not sure which arm is... Wait, no. Yeah, so the only problem is when he's running, his arm switches. When he's running from side to side, the sprite does not account for which arm got chopped off. It was his right arm that got chopped off. It's just, you know, it would take a whole extra set of animations to account for the disparity, and so they didn't do it. Bit of a shame, but whatever. Sup, Granny?
Ivan, my dear boy, I heard what happened. That wretched Tsar sending my boy away, instead of finding a wife. What will you do, Ivan?
Nothing to worry about.
I already have strength beyond measure. Mine! Now I only need to find some for the Tsar. I'll do that in no time.
Oh, Ivan, you kind fool. Listen. I know of a tale, a story long lost. An apple that makes you strong as an ox. I think you could take that fruit to the Tsar. Yaga knows about it and she's never far.
Where?
Where do I find the apple?
I do not know where to find the apple, but Baba Yaga will help you. She knows everything that grows in this land.
Baba Yaga.
The powerful witch deep in the forest. Her house sits on a chicken leg. I'll tell you an old poem about her. At night in the forest, you should be afraid. Yaga is there, caressing her braid. In front of her house there's a skull on a spike. No stories about her are ever alike. Sometimes she gives you advice and some magic. Sometimes you're pushed in the oven. How tragic. She will give you good advice if you find her.
Okay, good. I'll find her. Well, actually, I think I have both selected. What if I do this? Nope, won't let me do anything. Okay, cool.
I will go to Baba Yaga. Wish me well.
I am glad you are listening, but I hope you do not want to go empty-handed. She will need a gift when you meet her. It is said the best gift for her is a wormy bone and a cloth with a poor man's sweat.
Poor man's sweat? I mean, it kind of doesn't matter too much, but we'll go with whatever.
The sweat of a poor man.
Yes, that one is easy. Talk to the hay farmer behind the church. He's the poorest peasant in the village, him and his brother.
Let's see, wormy bone.
Ooh, where could I find a wormy bone?
The graveyard, of course. But don't go digging there yourself. Talk to the undertaker. He must have some bones from old graves he cleaned up.
I should go.
I will go to them, Baba, and ask for their help.
Take some kopecks with you. It's not much, but it's what I can give. Now go, Ivan. Help them if they need. Then return to me before you go. I have more to tell you. I want to see you back and wed, not cold and dead. Before you leave, you should go to your anvil and make some weapons. You will need them in your journey. Oh, and while you're out there, see if you can find yourself a wife.
I love this song. It's so good. Okay. So I don't think I can forge too much. Is it salvage ore? No. Upgrade anvil. Interesting. Don't think I can do anything with that. Okay, so hammer. So we have melee hit, throw hammer, recall. And we've got 3 slots. So I don't think I have much for ore. I've got iron ore. Let's see. Hurts everything it hits a lot. Or bronze ore. Can be thrown further away. So we want iron ore. And there's also 3 slots, but we don't have access to those yet. So we're just going to make a iron hammer for the time being. Alright, and let's leave. Let's see. So depending on what you slot in, you get different stuff. I don't know... Oh! Actually, we have the hammer currently equipped. Awesome. And so it's nice and spiky and kind of horrifying looking. We should probably look at some of these characters.
Greetings. Interested in some talismans?
Okay, so we can
Here's
move
what
on.
I have for you.
So, raw steak. Beasts become angry when seeing you. Sun's enemies for a while. Light metal. Okay, these are crafting opponents. I can buy them. I just don't care that much. We'll get plenty of them as we adventure.
Tell me, dear blacksmith, how is your arm? Do you want some magic? Maybe a charm?
Blessings, magic, or charm. Let's check
What
blessings.
blessings do you need, blacksmith?
Okay. Oh, I don't have nearly enough for this. So creatures, what about magic?
A magic item if you have on you. For a small price, I can make it too.
Give item? Bread. I love the attenuation. Whenever there's dialogue, the music actually gets quieter. I love it when games do that. Because, I don't know, I always hate trying to have to hear, like, dialogue over loud music.
Blacksmith, do you need a blessing before you go?
Let's see, ask for blessing.
What kind of blessings would you like?
Bread falls from the sky when in need. Recover luck when killing unclean creatures. Feel someone's listening to you. I'm probably not going to grab any of these yet. I doubt I need them. A lot of characters here to interact with. And here's the question. Okay, so rolling is much faster.
What beautiful lady sits in the dungeon, but her ponytail is outside. A carrot!
Hey, where do you get all these stupid riddles from?
Nope, dead end. Alright, well, Sonic the Blacksmith is going on a trip. I don't even know what's around here. I'm just gonna interact with everything because I love the characters.
Life is hard, but the cows are happy.
Like, they might not actually have anything interesting or relevant to say, but it's fun listening to them all the same.
Good day, Van. I was just thinking about you. My spade is worse with every grave I dig. The blade has gotten blunt as a wooden spoon, and you can't really dig graves with a spoon, can you? Can you help me out, blacksmith?
Fix for free? Copex. Fix for free.
Of course. I'll just hammer it a bit.
Oh, great. Let's see the blacksmith at work. The spade is much better now. It will still dig some graves. Now that you've helped me, is there anything I can help you with?
Wormy bone.
I need a bone, rotten and filled with worms. Do you have something like that?
Oh, I always end up with a few of these in my pockets. Here, take this one. It's too hard to crack, so you can have it.
Have a good day.
Thanks, Ivan.
Oh, so we're actually not... Oh,
Thanks, Ivan.
we're not actually out adventuring yet. So now we gotta find the sweat of a poor man. What the hell?
They stole my coffin lid. I can't live well nor die well in this village.
Who were they?
Do you think I would still be out here if I knew? Why does it say, rest in peace on my grave, if I'm not even allowed to do that? Why can't the dead simply stay dead?
Well, there's a zombie. And no one seems to care. Okay, this man probably has sweat.
Ivan, have you seen my brother? He was to sell my hay. 2 days, and no word. I do hope he's not drinking the money again, the fool. Oh, winter is almost here, and we need food.
I'll look for him.
If I find him, will you give me that red cloth on your head?
This? It keeps sweat out of my eyes. But I will give it to you.
I'll look for him, but where should I start?
Oh, thank you, Ivan. The market is near some farms. He can't be far. Look for him near the gods.
The problem is the A button is interact and also roll. So it's not that guy that's just sleeping over there. Dog. Pet the dog. I feel like a lot of developers are just going to be including that just because. So the brother be one of these guys.
Hear me out. What? But her pony. A carrot.
Hey, where'd you?
Maybe it's... No, because that's just these guys. Okay. Said the market was somewhere. I'll be honest, I had zoned out a little bit. I guess we go on an adventure. I'm just gonna go on an adventure one way or another.
Things don't look good for him. Where is Ivan going now?
Oh, yep, okay. Ivan has to find some gifts for you. Okay. Hey, Farmer's brother's missing. Ivan heads towards the farmlands to try and find him. There we go. I do kind of wish it would zoom in a little bit. Some of these enemies look really cool, and it's a bit of a shame I can't see them. At the same time, I understand why it's so zoomed out, because, boy, I get my ass kicked otherwise. Sup? Bye. I'm not entirely sure how this random low-luck blacksmith managed to skill up enough that he can boomerang hammer, but, like, props to him. What the hell? Matryoshka bees. That's apparently a thing. You know, I'm used to this with slimes. Bees? Ow. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything there. What? Oh. I see. This sucker just chucks spears at stuff. Well, I will not be slowed. It's a bit of a shame I don't have a health bar for this guy. But that's fine. We're doing okay. We get more body parts. I think there was another route that I'm probably gonna want to check out. So willpower is my HP, so ish. I have 2 meters here, and I'm not entirely sure which is what, because willpower does seem to come back. Because I'm at 60 out of 70. I've taken some hits, but it was definitely more than 10 HP worth of hits. My one worry with the soundtrack is that it's all going to be copyrighted. It sometimes is. If it is, that sucks a lot. Because this is a good game. And I want to play more of it. Well, let's talk to this guy.
Are you here to tell us of his death?
Let's see. Oh, making choices not aligned with your personality reduces your luck. Who?
Who are we talking about?
Wait, are you not a bandit? Did you come here with news of our son or not?
Why ask me?
Why are you asking me about your son?
Our youngest son ran away after a quarrel. He wished to join a gang of bandits that wanders around these parts. Instead, they hid him, tied him up, and asked for 200 kopecks to let us find him. We're poor, and barely managed to gather half of that.
Justice be done.
I will make sure they get what they deserve, and your son will be returned.
Do what you must, but please bring us news of our son. If you keep heading east, you're bound to find the bandit camp.
South it is. Boy. Things are. I'm not entirely sure what luck influences. Nope, there's an ore up here. Okay, so we got some hot stones. And bees. Nope. Shoot. The problem is the bees are actually higher than their shadow, but you have to hit the bee's shadow for reasons. Looks like the bee's knees, but not hitting the sunflowers. That's a lot of sunflowers. I'd love to walk through a garden that looks like this. There's a 5-leaf clover. Oh, is this the sun? Or is this the
Must have used
farmer?
it to defend himself. I might find a use for it.
Praise be your soul. So glad our paths have crossed, dearest blacksmith. I thought I was doomed. My brother must be worried sick for me.
How did you end up tied to a tree?
Oh, I sold all my brother's hay at the market, but a band of thieves cornered me and robbed me blind on my way home. Be kind, don't leave me here. Through the winter, dearest blacksmith, if you could be able to get my kopecks back from the bandits, we would be forever in your debt. They must have a camp not far from here.
Worry not.
Worry not. Leave it all to me.
You should find about 100 kopecks. Good luck.
I feel like he's cheesing me. Sorry, Wander's not that bloodthirsty. I should play a game at some point where I play full evil, but it's hard.
What are you doing in these parts, blacksmith? Don't you know there are bandits nearby?
Boy?
I will not bargain with bandits. Tell me of the boy, and I will spare you from my judgment.
You seem like a solid match. How about this? The boy is tied to the big oak tree where the river bends. We'll brawl for him.
Call the guards.
I don't need your challenges. I'll just go. And come back with the guards.
Nah, you won't.
Okay, go for the guy that uses my own techniques against me. Because everybody else sucks. Ow. Okay, so he has a little bit more physical presence than I thought. But that's okay. Can I have this axe? Can I steal any of their equipment? No. Well, we've killed that guy. Now let's go get the... Let's go get the other stuff. Yeah, so it looks like willpower and health are completely separate things. Willpower is kind of like a temporary shield. You probably get willpower back from hitting enemies, whereas health you don't get back, period. Without using like an item or something. That's my assumption. Yep. So I'm getting willpower back with every hit. I get it. I think that's a solid system for this kind of game. Right now it's a little on the easy side, but I'm also playing like a downright coward. I could probably just run around smacking things a bunch and be fine. What is this? I have no idea. Well, whatever that was, that was filled with something nasty. Bees! Oh, this is a dead end. What are these little horrors? I am unsure. Well, doesn't matter. What? Oh! I can charge this thing up. I think? I'm not sure. It seems like it can charge it up. Whoop. And we're good. Okay, so we get a golden tooth. And now we're starting to get some of the cool crafting components. Hopefully I can upgrade the anvil and use a bunch of them sooner than later. But, might take a little while. Smith. Huh. Yeah, this is the second game in a couple of months that I've played where I'm just running around as a peasant, chucking a boomerang tool. Super Slavic Brothers. I would play that game. Like, a really high-quality parody of the Mario Brothers that's just like... I'm gonna say dingy.
This chain could be useful.
Take it.
Let's see.
I now have...
Now I can grapple across.
I have a grappling arm. Sup?
Hold it right there. What do you want?
You stole.
You stole the poor man's hard-earned money. Give it back.
We stole what? We are the ones who were robbed. We're outlaws, all right, but we don't pick on the simple folk. Now leave us be, or we'll teach you a lesson.
You can't fool me.
I will not be fooled by a bunch of thieves.
Lads, get him.
You will not get. You can't. I'm like the gingerbread man of hammer chucking. I am untouchable and unstoppable. Cool, so the grappling arm lets me also, pull enemies towards me as well. Cool. Murder. It's not murder if it's mildly justified. They're bandits! And if I've learned anything from video games, it's that bandits are the first to be, what? Wait, oh. Okay. My controller's run out of juice. Alright. Let's learn how to play keyboard and mouse. Because that's how I do that, and that's how I do that. Perfect. Well, my aim's gonna be a lot better now. But, I'm gonna have to replace the batteries on my controller sooner than later. That's okay. So the farmer's gone. Let's go talk to the, farm people. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go to the next zone. Oh no, a flat controller. I've never heard of that as a means of describing a controller that's out of batteries, but it works.
Have you found him?
The bandits have been taken care of. He's tied to the oak tree at the bend of the river.
Bless you, blacksmith. How can we make it up to you?
A blessing.
I need no gold, but bless my travels, and that should be enough.
Bless you, blacksmith. May your path be paved with good fortune.
Blessings slowly increase your bad luck. Oh. Interesting. Okay, can I check? Okay, so we have 7 different flavors of map. But that's not really helpful. Oh. So using the grappling hook reduces my willpower. Interesting. Bird flaps her wings, tired from her travels. The bird looks at you carefully. Let's see, have something for the bird. Give it bread. You bring me something. Let's go with something strong.
We'll bring that next time.
Okay, so what can I forge? Salvage ore. I can salvage this thing. What can we craft? Hammer. So, I have iron. What about upgrading the anvil? Let's see. Enhancements upgrades. An enhancement when crafting, 2 when crafting. Okay, so I can't get the rest, but that's fine. Let's see. Carve rune? I don't think I have any of these things. Yeah. I seem to also be just generating bad luck by existing. Which is weird. Okay, so we can do bronze ore and deals more damage to cold creatures. Sometimes the hit enemy drops a Kopek. Let's grab these. Okay, and let's salvage ore out of the Deadly Hammer. Because we didn't have anything else. Okay, cool. Onwards. Before the,
Things don't look good for him. Where is Ivan going now?
Let's see. Ivan found the missing brother. He goes to the village to talk to the hay farmer. I wonder how I get rid of blessings. I don't know if I can. Maybe I can. Hopefully I can. Okay. One way or another, it looks like my bad luck is... No, it's still...
But he's safe now.
Oh, dear me. What about the Kopeks?
Here they are.
Thank you, Ivan. I will not forget this. And here is my sweat rag. Be careful, it is wet.
Okay. So do we go back to Grandma, or do we go back to... Let's go back to Grandma first.
Do you have the gifts ready for Baba Yaga? Did you get a wormy bone and a cloth with a poor man's sweat?
Yup.
I got both of them. I am ready to go to Baba Yaga now. Wish me well, Grandma.
Then go to the forest to find Baba Yaga. She will help you. Do not be foolish around her. Travel well, my boy. Oh, and while you are out there, see if you can find yourself a wife.
Well, I have no way of forestalling my bad luck, so I guess I'm just fine with it. Okay. Bird has anything? Nope. Alright. Okay, so the bird likes that. It didn't seem like it bring me anything, but that's okay. And my luck is
Ivan
bad.
seems troubled. Where is he going now?
Ivan has the gifts he needs to buy your advice. He goes to the forest trying to find your house. What time of days does he start his journey? Let's see. The day runs out and evening creeps, but that's when foes are weakest. All know. Let's see. Splash of morning dew keeps him going for longer. The swings are stronger. Let's go this. When enemies... When we're going longer. I don't know what that means. Probably more health? I'm not sure.
Ivan enters the forest.
Steady on his feet.
As good a place as any for him and I to meet.
Let's see where this road takes me.
My bad luck is nearing maximum. So, oh, bad luck means which lady's gonna come for me? I get it. That's interesting. Whoop. My hammer's broken. Blessings vanish, weapons might break, and you might lose some talismans. Okay, so I think, honestly, I'm just gonna say... Screw it to, any kind of luck-related thing. I'm not a fan of... I am not a fan at all of the idea of her just wrecking my hammer. None of that. No hibernation. Brawl... Freaking... The Brawlsmith is here. He does not allow anyone else to sleep. Ow! We're probably gonna get wrecked here. Losing my hammer was not fun. I don't even know what the benefit of that blessing was. Like, I just got blessed, and then it seemed more like a curse than anything else. Well, my goal is to get at least a little bit of iron if I can get it. Maybe. Oh, we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Can you pick the copper back up when the hammer broke? I think I might have been able to pick it up. But it still sucks, because now I have to commit this, do this. Oh, there it is. There's my bronze ore. I just lost the enhancement. Can I just go back to the 10? No. Okay. So I'm just gonna try and Brawlsmith my way through everything. I mean, we're still at the beginning of the game, so it can't be that hard. It might still be hard. Oh, that's a helmet. That's fine. Onwards. As long as I bear blast the bear butt, I will be okay. Because they don't have very good... Whoop! Okay. Just gonna flee for a second. Okay, my willpower does come back just by dodging. Ow. Freaking boars. Natural enemy of Smash Smith is... Smash Smiths. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for it to come back. It might be a good thing to keep a spare or two. Yeah, clearly. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to like investigate further how blessings and stuff work. Because there might be some like You cannot fight me. I'm a burly man with a claw for a hand. As opposed to just running around hammer chucking everything to death. The hammer chucking is the best part, so I don't know, I'm sad. Oh, it's this guy. So when I was playing this at PAX East, this is actually one of the missions that I had to do. And anytime you talk to this guy, the game would just hard lock, and I think even the computer would blue screened when I first did it. And so I was just hanging out playing it, and every single person playing next to me, because they had a bank of about 5 computers with the game available, every single person playing the game more or less would get to this tree guy and then talk to him, and the game would just hard lock. And, you know, then they'd wander off disinterested for obvious reasons. And I felt so bad because I just learned don't talk to the tree ever. And, you know, this is PAX. They can't fix it. They can't remove this guy. Because I'm pretty sure the developers aren't even in the US either. So they were just kind of stuck. Anyway.
Hey, psst. Give me an object, and I will tell you a secret.
Give item. Let's give him, oh, turtle shells are worth some muns. Let's see. Give him turtle shell.
Gullible peasant.
Attack.
Ouch! Here is your object. Have it back. These are all the coins. Now, please stop hitting me.
Ow. And the one thing is, I can get body blocked. I might just get wrecked here. Death's Door. Yep, I'm done. But that's okay. I desperately need a hammer. Let's see. Lost the will to fight, even his weapons broke. Goes to safety, leaving some of his equipment behind. I don't think I have any equipment.
Ivan made lots of choices in his quest. What will he learn after he's had some rest?
Okay, increases... Learn faster when killing unclean creatures. Let's go with that. Okay, so it does look like I get to keep some of this stuff. Hey! Get some iron ore from the bird. Cool. Okay, so salvage ore, can't salvage anything. Let's craft. So it looks like I still have this available. I need these ores if I want to make that good stuff. Let's see. Okay, we can also make a chain fork, but I don't care as much about those. Let's do iron and... Sometimes scares away enemies when hitting them. Not as good as I was hoping it would be. The last hammer I think was better, but... Well, I'm not getting that back. At least we get a deadly hammer. Alright. And now we can go back and brawl my way through
Ivan
things.
seems troubled. Where's he go?
Okay, so... Let's try this again. This time, I actually have a weapon. Let's see. Swings are stronger. Let's go for longer. I think that's like an extra 10% willpower.
Ivan enters the forest.
A fetid deadly hammer. I mean, death by stank hammer. Oh, it is stank hammer. It's just a hammer covered in turds. Fear me. Fear me and my stank blasting hammer. By the power of poop stank. Ah. Oh man, look at that damage though. Way better than just hand-fisting these guys. It is kind of interesting that if you were good enough, you actually probably could... You could just, like, unarmed fight your way through this game. But, like, why would you? Why would anybody? It doesn't seem worth it. Okay, so I'm actually going to say we're kind of coming up on the end of the first episode. Oh yeah, we are well past the end of the first episode. So let's just talk about a couple of details on this game. Ow. Wow. Freaking boars. Okay, they are afraid. They fear. They fear the poop hammer. I'm Thor's infinitely shittier cousin. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, wildly past the stopping point. So I should probably mention this game will be coming out on November 12th, which is, I guess, still a goodly number of days away. And it's going to be coming out on the Epic Game Store. I realize that a lot of people still have, like, complaints about that store. This is not the platform to yell about it, nor the developers, you know, nor is it justified to yell at the developers for going to the platform. But it's going to be there. I don't actually know if it's going to be on Steam. All I know is I got an Epic Game key code. And so I can only comment so much on these things. But it's a dang fine game. It's very pretty, and boy, that soundtrack is something else. And we've only started scratching the surface of, like, what weird weapon combos we can pull off further on. Oops. Those boars are constant. I don't know. Let's see. And I do not know how much... don't know how much it's going to cost. It'll be on Steam in 2020. Okay, yep. That seems to be the usual style of doing things, and I kind of like that. Go fecal fighter. Oh, no. Oh, boy. I don't know if I want to... Let's see. I do not know if I want to call the first episode of this on YouTube fecal fighter. I could. It seems like a terrible idea. But I could. I don't know. There we go. Fear me, bear. Threw me in my stank hammer. Oh, man. This is dumb. I love it. Hammer of the Century. Manure? Yeah, I guess it is manure. Here. Must be like French or something. The manure mallet. I can't English today. I don't know. It's just outside of my capabilities. I feel bad for these guys. Their last memories are just getting stank blasted by my dumb hammer. Ow. Oh, I love it when they line up for me. Oh, that is good stuff. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to cut this episode off right here for those of you on YouTube. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. And as always, thanks for stanking.